Hey YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Are Vancouver sky-high rents finally falling? They will. As today's article, and they will be falling, and I'll tell you why they are falling. It's because of the vacant home tax that Vancouver implied on homes, and now a lot of people are rushing, from what I've heard, to get their places rented out so they don't have to pay 1% of the house value on a yearly basis. And houses aren't cheap, so 1% is quite a bit of cake if you have to pay out every year if you leave your home empty. So that's what I think is happening, but let's read this. First, it was real estate numbers dropping, then it was prices. Now, signs are emerging that Vancouver sky-high rents could be trending downward, according to the local data analysis. Since 2016, UBC-trained data scientist Louis has been somewhat obsessively tracking the rents in Vancouver and homes on his spare time, on posting the findings on his blog. It's called Quantitative Rhetoric. So guys, look it up. That's it right there, Quantitative Rhetoric. Look it up. He uses data from Craigslist, Vancouver's most popular site for rental listings, and is careful to screen out so factors like overpriced units don't skew the trends. So that's what's happening. What's going to happen now is you're going to see a lot of landlords not kicking people out like they used to a year ago, 8 months ago. Oh, kick people out and then get more rent from other people and say, oh, we're doing renovations. They're going to have to kick you out. So this could be a good savior of a way to save a lot of the hardworking people that are paying the taxes to keep that city going, because the majority of their homes are empty. So a majority of people are they really got to get this thing in check here before things fall apart. So now, for the first time, he started. It doesn't seem like rents are coming down. It does seem like rents are coming down a little bit, he says cautiously. In fact, the latest analysis of thousands of listings show one-bedroom units have dropped 2.7% last month. Two-bedroom units have dropped 3.2% last month. Three-bedroom units have dropped 5.3%. That's good. This is the first time we've actually seen a price drop in a long time. Hopefully it continues. Not yet a trend. Din has a quick to point out it is early to call it a trend, but the notes that dip follows increases in the listings Craigslist this year. Last year were about 4,500 units listed each month, but that's risen over 5,500 units lately, his figures show. So what's happening, guys, is more and more options are coming on the market, and people are going to start, especially the people that own a lot of these properties free and clear, and did buy them way back in the day, and then as investment properties. You know, they're starting to realize, you know what, I own this free and clear. I've had this for a long time. I could drop my price quite a bit, actually, to make that difference and help somebody out, you know? So this is what he's saying here, some comparisons he has there. The price total apartments and Vancouver's advertised on Craigslist may be dropping, according to one local blogger. So, volumes had been increasing for quite a few months, but prices were really sticky, he says. Now, we are starting to see landlords are pulling back a little bit and saying, hey, I gotta drop my prices so I can move my unit. So there's links to the real estate slump there. Recent buyers will likely sit back and rent for the next few years of 0% growth rather than sell at a loss. So that's one thing that's happening. So a lot of people, and there's a lot of people at negative, on negative terms, where they're paying out-of-pocket expenses to help keep the property afloat, hoping that it bounces back up, which could be a very dangerous thing to do, because you know how when someone's stock starts going down, and I've done this before myself, it's not just property investors, where I see a stock starting to trickle down, I'm like, oh, okay, this is an opportunity to buy more of that stock for less. Then it keeps trickling down. Okay, I'll buy more for less. Okay, then I'll buy. Then before you know it, the stock is tanking, and you're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are paying out-of-pocket expenses, so they're underwater. So they're basically paying some of the strata fee off or some of the property tax for these units that they own, hoping that they bounce back. So and 0% growth. I don't know. Let's see what it says here. UBC professor Tom Davidoff also closely tracks Vancouver's real estate market, says Din's finding broadly consistent with his own. But he's reluctant to say that there's a trend yet. You want to be careful about short-run analysis. I can't believe that the rents have been flat in the last couple of months. I'd want to see a few more months before I say he's right. Nonetheless, Davidoff and Din's methods of analysis are legitimate. He's a smart guy. He is careful with the data. Vancouver's specified trend. If it's the speculation tax, you'd expect the same pattern in Richmond and Burnaby because it also applies there. But I'm not seeing the same trend there, so it could be something Vancouver specific. So, there it is, guys. A really long article. It's a very long article. It's well written. And I'm actually happy that they put this out there. I'm going to leave a link below for you guys to actually read the full article. I'm just giving my little spin on what I think. I think the vacant home tax is making a dent in this and starting to shape things to a different perspective. I just read an article. Richmond is looking to do some vacant home tax too. If they do that, then they could get, they could pull up their socks and look sharp and start using some of those funds for it. Because I think Vancouver collected $20-something odd million on the last cycle on vacant tax. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the cities to help keep the infrastructure going. $20 million doesn't seem like much, but remember, $20 million is better than $0. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Are rents going down? Are you starting to see more units on the market that are going to start flooding the market in a sense where you're going to start seeing prices drop in rents? And a lot of people that are right now in negative, underwater when it comes to their rental units, be careful. It's a very dangerous game to play to make up your investment every month. I've done it with stocks, and I've shot myself in the foot with it, and it's the same thing. Remember, we're treating houses as commodities, not investments anymore. So, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.